Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Second Home. Today we are covering the Toastmasters Club in Kuwait. There are many other clubs, but today we will be covering the Division D. Toastmasters is an international platform and organization that encourages and inspires people to improve their public speaking skills. It offers a lot more than this. We'll be talking to some of the members of Toastmasters, wherein they'll be telling us about different roles and responsibilities that they have. You learn and you grow. And today, I want to take all of you through this journey. We are now in conversation with the Division D Director, Ms. Alifia Lakrawala. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So, as a director, we would love to know what your responsibilities are within Toastmasters.
Okay, so to start with, I would like to say what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is an international podium or a fraternity covering around about 142 countries where each individual excels in learning, leadership, and communication skill. It's the best platform for public speaking. Now, my role as a Division D director is that I have 15 clubs under me, and we are a part of District 20 of Toastmasters.
Okay, wow, those are huge statistics. Tell me this: is Toastmasters, if I'm not mistaken, an international club, right? So it's not only in Kuwait, is it?
Yeah, it's an international organization. It started first in California more than 90 years back. So it's 9 decades back it has started. And now it is spread worldwide, and we have more than 3 million people all over the world as Toastmasters.
Wow, that's a growing club.
Yes, definitely. And it is growing more and more. Yes.
What is your responsibility being a director?
Well, as I said, I have 15 clubs under me and I have a team of people working with me. So, my job as a Division D director is to make sure that we have certain trainings, certain programs, certain contests conducted by the Toastmaster International Protocol. So, that helps the people in empowering more of communication and leadership skill. So, I have a team which helps me in doing this throughout the year.
What would you say has been the change in you? How long have you been with Toastmasters?
I have been with 4 years with Toastmasters.
So, in these 4 years, you think you've changed as a person?
Definitely a lot. I was introvert. I mean, people will not believe that, but yes, I was an introvert. Lot of I think so. And now everything is abandoned. And with Toastmasters and my public speaking skills, I have emerged as a leader more powerful. I can manage things very well at home, at work, in Toastmasters.
Behind the scenes, you were mentioning about your tech skills. Has that changed too?
Oh, yes. When I first took up the role, I was given a role of a public relation officer. Everything concerning with social media, website, newsletter, and I being from a medical field had a very little aptitude towards it. But this particular platform helped me hone my skills and I excelled in that also. So thanks to Toastmasters.
Wow, that's lovely to know you as a person and what you do for Toastmasters. Is there any message you'd like to give to your audience?
Definitely, well, in mundane Kuwait, when we don't have anything to do, Toastmaster is a brilliant platform to explore, to understand, to meet new people, to network. It's an awesome place.
Is this also a place where you can make friends? And what about different nationalities? Do you have different nationalities here?
Yes, as I said, it's an international podium, an international organization. We have people from a diverse background: Indians, Arabs, native speakers, a whole bunch of people all over the world. And the best part is that wherever you travel and you meet a Toastmaster, the warmth and the love which you receive is same.
Wow, that's great to know. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
allow me to introduce to you the club growth director, Mrs. Rohana Tanveer. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
Rohana, could you tell us a little bit about how do you envision Toastmasters growth? That is your responsibility considering your title.
Yes, I am right now on the Division D, which belongs to District 20, the Division D CGD, that's a Club Growth Director. That is to enhance the growth of clubs along the whole division. And I have to also see that I can promote Toastmasters along with my skills. Besides that, I'm also a VPPR for my own home club, which is Tambra Talkers. And I'm also on the DTAC team, which I will talk about a little later.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility within Toastmasters. You mentioned DTAC. Tell us about that.
DTAC. DTAC is going to happen next year. So for all of you over there, you have something to look forward to. DTAC is going to happen in May 11th and May 12th. Mark your calendars. Basically, DTAC is called as District Toastmasters Annual Conference. Now, this year, District 20 is made up of 3 countries, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar. They all will meet here. I mean, the contestants and, of course, other Toastmasters. It's like a whole family gathering. Besides that, we have unique workshops and we have got keynote speakers who are going to give their speeches.
Is this open for people of Kuwait, or do you have to be a Toastmaster to attend this DTAC?
You have to be a Toastmaster to attend and you can register. And if you're a non-Toastmaster too, you are welcome to come. You are welcome to come if you register. You have to pay a minimum amount though.
When you mention pay, is Toastmasters a profitable organization? Is it like a business where you have revenue and profit in the end?
No, Toastmasters is a totally non-profit organization. But what I mean for DTAC is because it's done in a different way, where we have a venue, we have a different ambience. The whole group from Bahrain, from Qatar would be coming and would be staying over here. So we have to look for their benefits. And for that, we have to arrange many other things. And for that, we have a minimum fee that is just taken for the DTAC.
What would you consider has been your biggest inspiration coming into Toastmasters? If you could give us a little peek about your journey in Toastmasters.
The first Toastmaster meeting I went to, basically what I saw, because this is what a Toastmaster meeting is like. It's a 2-hour meeting. When it starts off, there's a beautiful sergeant at arms who comes and opens the meeting. And then they call the president of the club. That's an executive committee member. And then the president will introduce the guests who have come to the club. They will also welcome everybody and they'll talk about the theme. The theme is carried on by the Toastmaster of the day, who's the MC. So
if I could break you there, this is a regular Toastmaster meeting. So if people are coming together around a 2-hour meeting, I've been told. So it's a 2-hour meeting. Within these 2 hours, this is what happens, right?
yes, within the 2 hours, this is how a Toastmasters meeting is held in Kuwait. What we do, or all over the world basically, what we do is we have 3 sessions. So the 3 sessions entails, first is the prepared speeches. There are speakers who have prepared, who have actually given in their best, and they come and they perform on stage. Now they have to follow the 2 manuals that we have. One is the CC manual, the Competent Communicator manual, and then they have the advanced. But what every manual, every project has is they have particular objectives that they have to meet, and that's how they will give their speech. These are evaluated by certain evaluators, and the best and the beautiful part of Toastmasters is evaluations, because you get back good feedback or you get back critical feedback, and that is very important for you to improvise. That's what we are learning here. And the third session entails table topics. Table topics is impromptu speaking on your feet. You don't prepare there, but then you have to be prepared for it.
How do you prepare for something that you can't prepare for?
Believe me, I also could not speak in the first table topic, but as I grew in this journey of mine, I love to go there for every table topic, and I think you just have to think on your feet and you can do it.
Really, you think this is a good platform for people who are scared to speak, or are they going to be too scared to come and join Toastmasters?
Do you know that public speaking is the second most dreaded fear in the world after death? After death. So before you die, I think everyone should learn to speak publicly, because I myself could not speak to anybody on a one-to-one basis, and I have really learned.
That brings me to my question about your own personal growth. How do you think Toastmasters has enabled you as a person, has changed you as a person, or has it?
It has actually in many fields of my life. Even if I'm teaching my children, I am not giving them negative feedback. I am explaining to them in a very positive way how they can do it better, to improvise, how to learn better. So I actually am in a learning phase where I'm learning with them and learning for them. That really helps me, that helps them, because then I'm not getting angry. I think I've become more positive. The negativity, all of that gets shunned away, truly.
So you started as a Toastmaster member, and then you grow into you have now the club growth director. And how does this job get assigned to you? Someone tells you you're going to be the club growth director, or you pick this for yourself because you think you're good at it?
Well, actually, I did not pick this. Our Division D director, Alifia, she was the one who pulled me in. I'm bringing you in on my team as a CGD. And I said, what does that mean? And she said, that's a club growth director. I said, oh, I can make clubs grow.
How does all this fit in with your regular life? I mean, you, I'm sure, are working somewhere else too, right? Like a profession.
Yes, I am working, and I thought I could not make time for this. But you know, one thing in Toastmasters is a timing. It teaches you also how to manage and handle time, and I've learned managing time. And if you don't make time for things, time will waste you. So I think a message out there would be like, make time for Toastmasters.
Okay, great. You know, you answered my last question too, because my question would have been if you have a message for your audience. Is
Thank
that
you
your
so much.
message?
Yes, I think yes. It's actually a platform where you really learn a lot. You grow immensely, incredibly.
You know what? I've learned some great things about Toastmaster, and I hope this is an inspiration to all those who are watching. Thank you so much for talking to us, and I wish you every success in the future.
Thank you so much. It was nice being here.
We are now in conversation with the area directors of Division D. Good afternoon, everybody. Could you introduce yourself by your name and then how many years you've been in Toastmasters?
Hi, I'm Bindu John and I'm area director of 42 and I've been into Toastmasters for 1.5 years.
1.5. What do you think has changed you as a person after joining Toastmasters?
I have to tell you, it's definitely an overwhelming experience. I have learned a lot from this. It definitely takes off the fear that you have of stage. Many of us have that fear of facing an audience, even if it's to speak for one or 2 minutes or even 10, 15 minutes. And the other thing is definitely it boosts your self motivation and definitely builds self confidence.
Would you recommend this for children?
Of course, there's also the Gavels Club for children up to 18 years. So definitely, children should also be part of this. Eventually, children are our leaders.
Wow, well said. Like a true Toastmaster. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hi, I'm Manan Sanjeliwala. I'm the area director for Area 41, and it's been 2 years since joining Toastmasters.
You know what? I'd love to know if it has changed you as a person. I've heard so many good things about Toastmaster from her. What do you think has changed?
Well, it has changed me as a person in the sense that I have become more confident, and situations don't infect me now. I'm prepared for everything. Whatever you ask me, I'm there, ready to answer it. I killed the fear of speaking, and speaking confident in front of people, speaking confident and speaking in front of a huge crowd also doesn't make much of a difference for me now.
Where do you work?
I have my own business. I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh, entrepreneur. And you think that has helped in your business as well?
It has definitely helped. My convincing skills have been improved, and I have garnered more customers now.
Okay, all the very best then. Hello. Could you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Vishwanath Pichumani, and I am Area Director 40 for Toastmasters. And I have been in Toastmasters since 2009.
Since 2000. That's almost like 9 years now. Yeah. Wow. What motivated you to join Toastmasters?
Okay, I was always looking for a forum to improve my public speaking. And in Kuwait, I found that Toastmaster was the only forum which gave such an opportunity. So I joined way back in 2009. And since joining, I've always felt at home in Toastmasters. And I've always, realized that this Toastmaster is not it's not a destination. It's an ongoing journey. So that keeps me going. So it's been 8 years. I'm still at it.
Wow, great. It's a beautiful journey, they say. Thank you so much for talking to us and showing us what Toastmasters means to you. Thank you so much. Allow me to introduce to you the Assistant PR Manager of Division D, Mr. Farhan Abdul Sattar. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
Could you tell us a little bit about your role within this Toastmasters Club? You are the PR manager, so how is it? How do you get to people? How do you let people know that here's Toastmasters?
Yeah, I guess this is a pretty difficult and challenging task, and especially with these days because of social media, it's not anymore like traditional people have to open newspaper and get it. You have Google, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have Instagram, and tons of social apps. So yes, the challenge is big and it's really gets difficult. But yes, we have to find out some time. We have to live up to the expectations of Toastmasters for which we are working at. And this is what is our aim at, delivering leadership, reaching out to people. This is it.
So, do you like PR, or was this something given to you, or you chose that I want to be the PR person?
So I would say this was like a mixed bag, 50-50. So, our division director, Alifia Lakrawala, may have spotted some skills, and that's how she picked up. That's it.
How does one grow within Toastmasters? Like you start off as a member,
Yes.
and then how does it grow? You can choose which direction you want to go, or does someone tell you where you have to go?
Okay, so this it brings us back to the very basic question of what is Toastmasters for? It's for positive learning, mutual understanding, and everything. It benefits a lot. So I would say it starts with two tracks. One is a communication track, and one is a leadership track. So it all depends on your personal, what's your interest, what's your passion in life. Would you like to take on the communication and go for a championship speaking, or you want to take leadership roles and grow into leadership? So it offers you the right direction that you can choose for, something that you like or something that you've been wanting to do. It gives you the right platform.
So when you talk about communication championships, the events, if I'm not mistaken, last year it was a Sri Lankan guy, is it?
Actually, matter of fact, last 2-3 years results have been totally so interesting and unexpected, I would say you. around 2 years back or something, Mr. Mohammad Qatani, national of Saudi Arabia, won it. Can you imagine? He won competing with all native English speaking people, and he won the world championship. And this year, in another Asian one, Mr. Vasudevan has won it. So this itself is an exemplary thing, you know. This proves that a Toastmaster, when you're in your club, it takes you all the way to international, and you could compete with those people, and you can win.
That's quite an inspirational story.
Yes, it does.
So you start off in your country in a Toastmaster club somewhere in like a small school or theater or someplace, and then you end up on that platform. You could.
Good. And you know the example that you mentioned about the Sri Lankan person? It was his first speech that actually won him the finals championship. Yes. I see something in you, but I don't know what it is. So that's something great, isn't it? So even you should try for it.
Allah. I have been a Toastmaster once before. Yes. Tell us about the other step, other ladder. You mentioned the leadership ladder.
Yes. The leadership ladder is a bit challenging more. It has its own plus and minus, pros and cons. So leadership, what happens is you start at your club level. You take up some XCOM roles like your president, VP education, things like this. Then you jump up one level to area level. And then you climb the ladder up further to division level. From there you go to district level. From there you go to regional level. And from there you jump to the final honeypot, the international one. That's what people aim at. But then that takes its own time. That takes its own experience. It has its own learning curves. But then that's something fantastic, I would say.
So this requires leadership skill, as in holding a position and then working out all the responsibilities within that position.
Yes, true. It very much, and it really requires a leader who wants to serve it, who really is willing to, sacrifice the time and efforts, because it really takes a lot of time and efforts from any leader. Organizing an event like today is a huge effort. Getting all the people here in one room witnessing for 4 hours is not something easy. Yeah.
Understand that. You mentioned lots of time and effort. And what would you think is the compensation for that? What do you get out of Toastmasters?
Okay, now this is a very difficult one. Actually, what really happens is, like any other leader, you feel satisfied. You feel a sense of achievement in you. And then you feel that you could even do better next time. And you could do even grander next time. So that's the kind of thing, what happens is that you always see something behind, something more over the horizon. So that's really important for any leadership role. You always want to take one step further and beyond.
You think, I'm sure you have your own profession going on besides this. You think being a Toastmaster has helped you in that profession?
Yes, by profession, I'm a senior systems analyst. And yes, it does help, because our work is only with the data. So this adds another layer on top of it. That's it.
Tell us a little bit about how, if your viewers today, if they want to become a Toastmaster, how do they get in touch, and how do they find out which is their best Toastmasters club nearby? Or
Okay, so this brings me back to from where we started. That getting information these days is simple, very easy, because you just go to Google, you just go to Facebook, search for it, and it's at your fingertips. So searching for a Toastmasters club in Kuwait is not difficult. And it's very simple. We have all the kind of categories available, which club meets when, which date, for how many hours, everything. So it's fantastically organized. It's very simple. Google, Facebook is just the answer. That's it. And today we are proud to announce that even we launched the first newsletter of Division D. It's termed as the Dynamic. And this is how you can simply get in touch and start your first step towards your communication and leadership.
thank you so much for talking to us. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure as well. Thank you so much.
We are now in conversation with the Program Quality Directors of Division D. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
Could you introduce yourself by telling your name and then how many years you've been with Toastmasters?
My name is Shanmuga Sundaram, shortly known as Shan.
Shan, that's a beautiful name. You are the Shan of Toastmasters.
Thank you so much.
As a PQD, the program quality director, what do you consider as your role? Today's event, this is huge. I loved whatever I saw up till now. How does this come into being? Is this your creation?
It is not only huge in terms of size and number of people attending. We as a Toastmaster generally excited about to learning and educating ourselves. But about this program, table topics with a twist. It had never happened in the history of Toastmasters in Kuwait in specific, in the entire world. We had a thought process. We want to do something different. In fact, that is the word. New concept and creativity has attracted many people for this special event actually.
So, there is something like the art of mentoring. Is it part of the Toastmasters Club?
Just we had concluded the workshop. Myself, my friend and colleague, TM Yusuf, we both did a workshop called The Art of Mentoring. Mentoring is an integral part of Toastmasters program, which we do it diligently, appointing a mentor to individual members so that mentee will get each and every aspects, procedures, protocols, ideas, concepts, speech preparations, taking up leadership role in overall development is taken care by an individual called a mentor. It's a beautiful program. That's what we just thought of conducting along with our contest. The art of mentoring will help each and every member in Kuwait an international level because mentorship will not only give a guidance, but also it will take care the overall development of an individual. This is not just restricted to the Toastmasters, it can go in personal life as well. The relationship build is, I call it as a lifelong journey.
Lifelong journey. Wow, that's so beautifully said, spoken like a true Toastmaster, I'd say. Hello?
Hello.
Could you introduce yourself? I believe he did mention that you were his colleague, a program quality director.
Yes. My name is Yusuf Abbas Baniyan, called Yusuf Abbas. And I'm a program quality director of area Division D, basically. This is what we do. We come up with different programs. We try to improve the quality as education and leadership skills are concerned. This is what we have done right now was table topics with a twist. Something different that he came up with where no one in Toastmasters have ever done it. And I really love this idea and we coordinated across. He was in Jordan all this while. We coordinated how this is to be done. We tweaked a lot of things where from 1 to 2 minutes, we had to speak, the contestant had to speak for 2 to 3 minutes. The judging criteria were changed where what we have in Toastmasters. So a lot of things, a lot of hard work behind the scenes has to be done.
With a twist, like you said. What other programs do you do other than this twist?
We generally come up with, just 2 weeks back, we had the judges training. Yeah, the judges training that we had. Now, every contest and the contest coming up, the season coming up, we have to have judges. The judges that know what to do. So we had judges training before that could improve the quality. We had the storytelling. Just last week, we had a storytelling competition again, which gives the Toastmaster something different, something nice to hear and how to come up with. One can learn by seeing. It's just not about come here, mentor. It's how we learn by seeing. This is what we do parliamentary procedures. We've done tall tales as well once. So that's something that we do, debate. So these are the programs that we conduct.
That sounds like so much fun. Did you hear that? Like parliament debates and wow, that sounds like so much fun. I just noticed those two pins that you so proudly wear, your badges. And he mentioned you're from Jordan. You live in Jordan?
In fact, I handle international business. I travel across Gulf countries, Dubai, Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan, Kuwait as well. So it's a part of my business. I move around all these countries. Regarding the badges, what you have asked, yes, as you have exactly mentioned, I wear it proudly because I deserve, because I worked for it. This badge, is, the round one, is called a Distinguished Toastmaster Badge, which is the highest award any Toastmaster could achieve. For me, it took 6 long years delivering speeches, mentoring people, taking part in contests, coaching a club, sponsoring a club. All those activities I have done slowly, steadily, taking up a leadership role like a area governor. When I was in Dubai in the year 2012, I took up a role called area director, which was the largest area during that time. I used to be the youngest guy even today, but that time they call it as youngest guy handling the largest area in UAE. That was the tagline they used to call me. That is all about that distinguished Toastmasters about. The other one is called outstanding Toastmasters. If you do something outstandingly, which I have got when I was a BPPR in Dubai, I have released a magazine which has been selected one of the best magazines in Dubai. That time, the division director had announced and acknowledged during our division conference Outstanding Toastmasters Award to me. Yeah.
Wow, that's a great journey within Toastmasters. I wish you every success, both of you, every success in all your future endeavors within Toastmasters. Thank you so much for talking to us. This brings us to the end of the Toastmasters program. We hope today's episode inspired you to learn more about public speaking skills, and if not Toastmasters, then any other platform that allows you to improve your own public speaking skills. I'm sure it gives a lot, and your children, you need to improve their public speaking skills too, because it's not just about how you speak, it's also about how you present, how you evaluate others, and like someone just said, also other skills including leadership, communication at so many different levels. We hope you enjoyed this, and next week we will be back with something new. Until then, from the team of Kuwait TV2, stay blessed.